what is up, guys? Wallow J here, and I'm here with my co-host Miguelino. Miguelino, say what's popping to the peoples.
What's popping to the peoples?
Also joining us, our other co-host. He is a dream. The dream, Stephen Aiken. Stephen, say hello.
Hello.
Perfect. And our other co-host, he's got a 20-pound brain. So he says, I don't know. Egghead, what's up, bro? Say hello to the peeps.
Hello to the peeps.
And also joining us, our moderator for the evening, or the day, I should say, the wandering grappler himself, Isaac Stackhouse. Isaac, welcome. And it's your show. Go ahead.
Woo!
Welcome all the people to the PGF Season 6 mock draft. We've got all of the 4 of the PGF Insiders in here to simulate all of our coaches that we're going to have during the season. We're going to start off in an auction, and we're going to start going down the list and going through these guys, and they're going to start making their picks, and we're going to see who has the best one. So, everybody ready?
As ready as we're going to be.
So what are the ground rules for this thing?
Yeah.
So we're starting off. Y'all have $10,000.
$10,000. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
All right, I gotta go bite.
We're going to start off each one at the minimum bid of $100, and then you have to increase by a minimum of $100 each time.
Okay.
And there has to be a $100 minimum left for any athlete on your team, correct? Like there can't be any zeros.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. You have to pay everybody at least the minimum of $100.
And we're all assembling teams of 5 members.
Correct.
There we go.
So,
All right.
which end are we starting on? We're going to start on
The top.
number 1. We're going to start off at $100 for my man PJ Barch.
Ooh.
2,000.
All right, we're at 2,000.
Let me get 3K. 3K.
3,000.
Woo!
Anybody at 3,000? Anybody try to come back?
3,100.
3,100.
Let me get a 32.
3,200. 3,200. We're at 3,200 now.
33.
3,300.
You know what? Let me get 35 in this.
3,500. Do we have a comeback on 3,500? 36. No?
Yep.
All right, 36. Mickey.
38.
3,800 to you over here, Egg. You're a little too rich for your blood. No?
That's rich for everyone's blood, man. That's a lot.
I mean,
that's
for
38% of his budget right there.
I want to win. Do you want to win, Eggs?
All right. 3,800.
Is that
Eggs thinking about it? Eggs thinking about it. Look,
Hey, you got to put a timer on it, man.
I've got a timer on him.
What's the timer?
You got
We got 7
seconds.
minutes. I see 7s right there. All right, so 38.
10 seconds.
38.
38.
Oh!
Listen,
He's not
no,
at
me
the end.
said 38.
I'm in. I'm 30,
He's at
39.
38. So 3,900. $3,900 to PJ Barch.
Just because you're both freaking, under bogey. I see how that is.
Okay. $3,900.
Take it for
Hate
what
on
you
the
want.
player, hate on the game, bro.
Miggy, you still in, sir?
Maybe that just means I know something.
You know what? Hey, you know what? That's Dream's dog right there. I gotta
All
give
right.
it to him. And I gotta save somebody now at this point. 'Cause damn, I was a little excited there. Ooh.
The Dream
Expect
gets
more from
PJ for
Oh,
$3,900.
snap.
39% of his budget. Woo.
That's right. 39% of the points.
And
Ooh.
it's okay.
Everybody in the public needs to remember that these gentlemen have $10,000 at their disposal. That was $3,900 of that whole pie for Sir Steven. All right, number 2. Starting off Andy Varela at $100.
3,000.
3,000. All right, out the gate, 3,000.
35.
3,500 for Andy.
All right, 36.
36. Anybody for 37?
37.
37 for Andy.
38.
38. All right. 38. Egghead's on 38.
39.
$3,900 for Andy.
God damn it, Dream. You're taking the strategy I
All
want
right,
to use.
4K. Let's hear it.
$4,000 for Andy over here on Miggy.
Oh, man. I love you guys' style on this.
$4,000.
Hey, me or Dream are beating Egg this season, baby.
Miggy is at $4,000.
It just says scoreboard. but
10
it's okay.
seconds.
No,
41.
$4,100.
Oh,
Andy.
shit.
The dream's coming in strong.
Man, clearly I was dreaming that I was going to get Andy and PJ. Damn.
Okay. Are you out, Miggy?
I'm out.
Out. All right. The dream has PJ and Andy.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on.
No.
I gave you a
Hold on.
chance.
He gave you a chance. He said you got 15 seconds. So
When
if
did the
you
15
didn't
seconds
pull the
start?
Trigger.
When did the 15 seconds start? That was on. You said 15 seconds last time.
Do you want to bid 42?
Do you want $4,200 in,
Yeah.
Egg?
That's what
$4,200.
it sounds like. Hey, you got to
Five
commit to it now.
Yes.
Three. Yeah, all right.
He can have it.
$4,100.
All right. I'll take
All right, 43.
So we're at
43.
Oh,
Oh, okay. We're at $4,300 on Wallow.
All right, I'm out.
Out.
Anyone else? Steven?
I'm out.
Out. All right. Andy goes over to Wallow for $4,100.
No, he said 43.
43, my bad.
43% of your budget.
It's okay. Don't worry
All
about
right.
it.
Well, all right. We're on to number 3. Canuto,
1,000.
$1,000. Who's in?
11,
$1,100.
12.
12,
13.
13,
I'll take 14.
14. We got 15, 16,
15.
15,
15. 17 over here, big dog.
$1,700.
Is the count on? 18.
All right, 18,
19.
19. We got 2,000. 2,000. I mean, number 3 on the rankings.
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
2,000. 2,000.
All right. We're at 2.
21.
2,100.
21.
Oh, you said
We
21.
already said 21.
He's referencing the rapper 21
Oh,
Savage.
oh,
That was
oh,
a good,
oh,
good ad lib
oh.
there, Mr. Steven Lincoln. Thank you.
That's my job.
All right. We're at $2,100 with Egg.
22.
22. 23. Anybody got 23? No?
23.
23. All right. We're on Egg. 23. Anybody?
24.
24. All right.
25.
25. Okay. Who's got 26? 26. 26. All right. 10 seconds.
I'm out.
Out.
I'm out.
Out. Out. All right. We're Egghead for
Canuto.
25, correct?
Yep.
All right. All right. Here's one that's going to be a fun one. Number 4.
I never trust your fucking rankings, bro.
Elijah Carlton.
1,500.
1,500 for Elijah Carlton.
1,600.
2,000.
All right.
21.
21.
I'm out.
Oh, whoa.
Out. Okay.
Wow. I mean, last time he was out on Elijah was 8 seconds.
20.
Oh!
Goodness. $2,100. Who's in here for 21? Anybody?
21.
Oh, you got it. Oh.
He's at 21 on Wallow.
Oh, 22.
22 on Egghead.
23.
23.
25.
25.
26.
26. All right.
27.
27.
28.
28. $2,800 for the current champion.
29.
29.
3.
3? Who said 3? That was really high.
Me.
That was Miggy. The high voice from the biggest dude.
Y'all can't do that to me. We're at 3.
31.
31. $3,100 for Elijah Carlton. Anybody? 31. 31.
32.
32 with Wallow. All right. 33. Anybody?
33.
33.
No.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. Who's that? Oh, someone said 34.
34. Okay. There's Mickey has his investors in the back giving
My stakeholders. I got the stakeholders at the door. They're whispering to me right now.
34.
35.
35 to Egg. 35. Anybody on 36?
I'm out, man. I'm out.
Out.
The stakeholders
Okay.
told me to stop fighting. Egg right now.
36.
36. Wallow's in 36. He's got some deep pockets over there. 36. 37.
37.
37.
38.
38. 38 on Wallow.
39.
$3,900.
4,000.
$4,000 for Elijah Carlton.
And this is why I was out, by the way.
I'm bad at math, but yeah, that's getting expensive.
I just knew y'all
$4,100.
were gonna. I knew y'all were gonna do that.
$4,100.
If you want him, you're going to have to go up, Egg. Sorry. And I'm going to keep going
That's-
up.
Minimum of $100.
Okay, 4,100.
$4,100.
42.
$4,200 on Wallow.
43.
$4,300.
44.
$4,400.
45.
46.
All right, here we go. 46. Who's gonna spend half of their money on Elijah
I
Carlton?
will. I 100% will.
All right, you heard that. We're at 46. 47.
Oh, I'm
All
out.
right,
Give him the top.
you're
I mean,
out.
I bumped them up enough, guys. I mean, and no one else had the guts to do it more.
$4,600 to
I'm not gonna let
Wallow.
them drop it on me at like 47. but
What was it? 46?
46.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4,600.
You've
All
now
right.
spent $8,900 of your $10,000 budget.
That's the
Hey,
deep.
worry
deep,
about your
deep
money.
start.
I'll worry
Thank you.
about my shit. How about that?
Hey, I'm a commentator. I'm just commentating on the action, man. I'm just telling you what's going on.
He's using that brain.
And
All right.
And,
All right,
I'm the guy holding the money and the player.
Well,
let's
I'm gonna
move
get
on
money
to
and more.
our next athlete there, Wallow.
Oh, yeah. Let's see the official rankings. Let's take
Max
a look.
Hansen.
All right. Max Hansen. Starting off at $100.
Let's put $500
$100.
on my boy Max. I said 5 on my boy
Oh,
Max.
All right, we got
Sorry,
500,
I'll take
500 on my
six.
boy Max.
6,
1,000.
11.
11,
12,
12,
1,800.
1,800,
2,000,
$2,000,
23.
$2,300.
24.
I'm out.
Out at $2,400 to Miggy.
No, you still got egg though. I'm just out.
No. I'm saying
No.
we're to Miggy.
2,500.
2,500.
26.
$2,600. $2,600. We got
28.
27, 28,
28. 28.
29.
$2,900. 29,
3.
31.
$3,100.
I hate you all.
All right. Going once for 31,
32.
32,
35.
$3,500.
You gonna sell me Canuto?
$36.
You gonna sell me Canuto real quick, egg?
What, for 2,500?
I'll take him for 25.
No.
$3,600. We're at 35. 36 to get it.
Anyone else want to try to bump them up a little bit more? I don't want to.
Going once. Going twice. Sold $3,500 to Miggy.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Let's
go, Max. Man
That's
Hansen, baby.
35.
Man Hansen.
Man Hansen.
Woo, woo.
All right, moving on.
By the
We
way,
are-
that was me. That was Wallow did that, not me.
Yeah. Hey, he is the man Hansen.
all right. We're moving on to Kieran Kick.
Kachuk.
Here, Chuck.
My bad. Y'all made me take my glasses off. Let's go. $100.
Let's do
100.
500.
Oh, damn. Mickey's starting to fight.
Man,
Gotta
we're
support
starting
my
off at
Canadian
500,
brethren,
600,
bro.
600. Stay in the game.
1,500.
1,500. All right.
1,600.
1,600.
1,800.
18.
1,900.
$1,900.
2K.
$2,000 to stay in the game. $2,100. Who's got 21? 21.
21.
Going twice. Oh, wait. Did you get
That's
21?
21.
You got
Yeah,
21.
that's
My bad. Y'all got to quit doing rough.
Be clear, man.
2,200.
Enunciate. 2,500.
2,500.
That's all egg dog. No.
All right. Sold to egg. $2,500.
Can't let them have all the Canadians.
All
Hey,
right.
kid, what do you? Why you like this?
Davis Asari.
500.
500.
Let's do 6.
1,500.
15.
Let's do 16.
16.
2K.
Hold on. All right, I thought I heard the stakeholders. I didn't. I'm out.
Okay. No. 2,000. 2,000 going once for Davis.
21.
2,100.
25.
2,100. 25.
Out.
Out. 25. 26. Going once. Going twice. All right. 25. Davis. go
Yeah.
ahead. All right. Moving on. We're going on to John Combs. Starting off at $100.
Let's put $500.
500.
1,500.
1,500.
Let's do 16.
1,600. Do I hear 17?
17.
1,700.
18.
1,800.
19.
19.
2,000.
2,000.
22.
2,200.
23.
2,300. 2,300. Do I hear 24?
24.
2,400. 2,400 over here to the dream. Anybody for 25?
He's worth it, Miggy. I can't do it, though.
25.
He's worth it. He's a lot of chokes.
Going one.
No.
He's a choke master.
Going twice.
Don't let him influence your picks, Miggy. Let him pick his
2,500
own.
to Steven. To the dream.
The dream team.
Let's go.
25, is that it? Was it how much was that for?
25, yes.
25.
Oh, no, I said 24.
Did you say 24?
24 was the bid up.
You're correct. You're correct.
So it was 2,400.
2,400.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to keep track. Good job.
Yeah. Me too. All right.
All right, let's do a recap real quick of the picks so far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I got us listed out. So far, Egg has Hanato Kanuto for 25, Kieran for 25, and Davis for 25. So if you notice, Egg is playing a strategic game. Right? Just want to point that out. Strategic. Then up next we have the Dream Team, right? And for the Dream, we got PJ Botch, the Butter Panther. Had to throw that in there. It's a really cool nickname. Had him for 38 hundo, and then Mr. John Combs for 24.
I thought Barch was 39.
Oh, was he 39?
Yeah, I got him at 39.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. See, there we go. We'll go over this. Make sure we accurate folks over here. Then up next, we got Walla Walito with Andy Varela at 4,300. And then followed by Elijah, the Jabron, El Jabron for 4,600.
Correct.
And then we got me over here with my Canadian brethren, Max Hansen, for 3,500.
Correct.
All right.
All right.
So who's up next?
We are on
Settler.
to Daniel Safler. Starting
right.
off at $100.
$100.
Statler, but okay.
Saffler,
200.
200.
3.
3.
Put 7 on Faffler, please.
700.
Yes.
Do I hear 8? Do I hear 8?
8.
800.
9.
900.
10.
$1,000.
1000.
It's also 1,000.
Hey man, that's that Georgia math there, brother. You either got 1,000 or you got 1,000.
I'm not bidding 1,000, brother. I said 1000s.
1,000.
Do I hear 1100?
Watch out. He took off his shoes so he can do the tough math.
Do I hear 1100? Going once. Going twice. Sold 1100 to. I'm sorry, sold $1,000 to the Dream.
Let's go.
Nice.
Bargain.
Nice bargain.
Now I can get who I want. For sure.
True.
Because you can't afford them, Egg. I can outbid you for anybody left.
All right. We're moving on to
AJ Agazarm.
Yeah, all right. So starting off at $100 for AJ.
500.
$500. $600. Do I hear 6?
I thought he said 6. Was it 5 or 6?
It's at 6, right?
It's at 6.
All right, 600.
$600.
800.
$800. Who's gonna get the Florida man, Florida boy on
Florida
there?
boy.
Florida boy. Better say it's the Florida boy.
ADCC silver medalist.
Hey, do
900.
I hear 900? 900.
Let's put 11.
$1,100. Do I hear 12? Miggy, you're on 11. Anybody at 12?
I'm out.
Out at 12. Going once for 11. Going twice. Oh, $1,100.
That's a nice value pickup.
Big Migs.
Woo!
All right, giddy up here now.
All right, so AJ, on behalf of Team Big Mig, we're gonna need some big trolling this season, big dog. We believe in you. The stakeholders believe in you. Over here, they're telling me, "Hey man, pick this guy. He's gonna get a lot of action with his, on the Instagrams." So they're telling me, so make us proud, AJ. We're here for you.
All right, let's see. Let's tally up. We're halfway through. Let's see what everybody has money wise.
I got
All right.
$1,100 left.
I got 27.
27, 1100. What do you got left, Egg?
25.
25.
25. Mig.
54.
There you go. Yeah, look at that, man. Let's see. The dream is the human calculator as well. You already know
Throwing
that.
those math around. All right.
Listen, I'm just a better personality than Egg. I can do that job too.
We're moving in. We're moving into the second half. So let's start off this bid for Kevin Buring.
1,000.
500.
Oh,
All right, we're already at $1,000.
Right
all right, 12. Let's put 12. Let's put 12.
$1,200. We're at
15.
1,200. 15.
16.
16. Do I hear 17? $1,700.
17.
$1,700.
Let's hear 2,000.
$2,000 for Kevin Buring.
21.
$2,100.
22.
$2,200.
He's only got $2,500, and he can't go no higher because he needs to leave money for his last two.
Wallow, I know exactly how high I can go. Thank
I'm
you.
not talking to you. I'm talking to Miggy.
What's it at, 22?
It's 22.
22.
We got 22.
23.
Well, Miggy was at 22, so if you're going to bid,
So we're at
23
so we're
then.
up to 23. So 23. We're at 23.
Okay, 24.
24.
I'm out. I mean,
He's
mathematically.
I'm out too. Me, you
You're
got
out. Sold to Big Migs.
all right.
All right.
So let's see. What do we got next?
Mike John,
Mike Jones. No, Mike Jones.
qualifier winner from Vegas. And we're starting out the bid at $100.
1,000.
100.
1,000,
Oh.
100, 1,100.
I'm out.
Out. Was that an 1,100 from you, Wallow? Are we on you?
No, I only have 1,100, so I
No,
can't.
we're at 1,100. 1,000's on Egghead. Going once.
11.
1,100.
Woohoo!
Green.
Spicy muy
You
picante.
suck, Steven. 12.
13.
$1,200. 13.
14.
14. 15. We're going on 15. Anybody? The Dream. Going once. Going twice.
I'm out.
Sold for
$1,400.
$1,500.
Guy had to fight his way in. He's worth it.
All right, moving on
Everybody.
next.
Everybody all stressed out. Look at Egg drinking his lemonade.
That's black coffee.
Moving
Water.
on.
1,000.
$1,000 for Ben Eddie starting out.
11,
$1,100.
12.
Fuck, I'm out already.
$1,200.
13.
14.
$1,400 for Ben Eddie.
Uh,
The Hindu teams, are they going to be worth it?
15.
$1,500. 16.
He says he's going to get 4 Hindulatines.
We're at $1,700.
Miggy has 3,000
Stay in.
minus
Okay.
100. So, and Steven's got 2,500 plus 200. But I mean, so 26 he could spend on this one. Max he can go is 2,600 on this.
1,700 to stay in. It's on you, Miggy.
Hey, he
No,
said
no.
at least 4 Hindulatines, man. That's a lot of points.
I know, but
Going once. Going twice. Sold Ben Eddie to the Dream.
man, the Dream is the freak squad.
Was
right
that
now,
1,600 or 1,700?
It was 16. We were at 17.
Okay.
All right. Now we're coming down. Cam Hurd, PGF
800.
1,100.
1,100.
That's all he has left. Steven can't go any higher.
1,100.
So if you want him, Wallow, for 1,200, you get
I
him.
can. I just went my max. I got
yeah, you're right.
I got 1,100 left.
Going once.
So Miggy can go, but you're last guy.
Going twice.
I'm out.
Sold.
Let's go, big dog Cam. It's time to eat, baby. I know you got it. We've had that one
1,100,
season of
correct.
work. I saw you out there at trials trying to get those things, man. You were hunting. We going to get some points out of this spot. Definitely coming into this season. Some chokes. My man's all over those front headlocks.
Okay.
Oh, I got the best team.
All right.
Bro,
Steven's done.
And let's not forget that sick armbar he had at ADCC West Coast Trials, man.
When he
So
sat down,
That's
he
right.
sat guard and got a quick elbow genie freaking timeline armbar. Yeah.
So real quick.
This is probably one of the steals of the draft right here.
Let's start off with Wallow and let's go around the circle. Let's talk about how we feel about our teams. Wallow, how do you feel about your team so far?
I feel great, bro.
Yeah, let's see who you got right now. You're set up with you got Andy and Elijah, and you got 2 spots left, correct?
He's got 3
I
spots
got-
left.
3 spots left.
Oh, yes.
It went hard in the paint on the top 5, man, which I think is a great strategy.
I mean, I think we're sitting right. All right, Egg, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty dang good. I got a pretty dang good value for Kanuto, Kachuk, Asari, and Mike John at 1,400. That's money. Yeah. So I only got one spot left to fill.
All right.
I like those last 3 guys, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
The Dream, how you feeling about your team?
I'm hyped. I got pretty much who I wanted.
No, he's got a money team.
We got PJ, John, Ben Eddie, and Cam.
And Sadler.
Sadler and Combs, man. Yeah, this
I
is
got
tough.
I got choke guys.
Yeah, you did great.
And the hammer.
There you go.
They're all had like hammers.
Miggy, how you feeling about yours?
Hold on. I got to call. It's the board of investors.
Okay.
What's up?
how-
Okay. Oh, they said they're feeling great about these picks, right? And they said, whoa, what's this? They're saying if you look at social media, the Jabron, Elijah Carlton has been saying himself that he thinks Kevin Beering is going to win this all. So they really wanted to make sure that we had Kevin Beering in. Again, this is from the board of investors, from Mr. Coca-Cola himself, right? Telling me this, guys. So, hey, they're happy. They're excited. They're ecstatic. They said, too, we get some great marketing out of Mr. AJ Argos, the Florida boy. This is a win for the company today. The stakeholders are locked in. That's it. That's it, baby.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm sorry, man. I wanted you, man. I just ran out of money.
Hold on. I got a message from Andy. It says, we gonna fuck shit up. That's right.
Let's go. I like it.
All right. As we move on, we're gonna go on into David Evers, the season 3 champion. Where are we starting at? We're starting at $100.
Whoa. The board of investors says $500 for Mr. Quadzilla.
$500 for the Quadzilla. Who's in?
600.
$600 to Wallow.
What is this? Whoa. They said 7.
7. We're at 7. Man, those early rounds are starting to look expensive, aren't they? $700. Wallow.
It's fine, bro. It's fine.
700. Are you in or out?
I think I could go up to 800, so I'm just going to go up to 800.
Whoa. They said 9 over here.
9. So does that put you out, Wallow?
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, it puts me out.
$900 to Miggy.
That's a steal.
Dude, the
It is.
stakeholders are proud. We can probably pull a protein sponsorship this season. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great.
All right.
Hey, I just got a message from Elijah. It says, that's right. We're going to fuck shit up.
All right. Let's move on to the next round.
All right.
Number 16, Jet Thompson.
Jet Thompson starting off at $100.
$1,100.
$1,100. Anybody in for 12? Anybody have 12 left? Going once. Going twice. Jet goes to
Woo!
Egg.
Team Egghead.
$100.
All full up. You got this, Jet.
Egg is now with a complete team. You have Cahuto, Kevin, Davis,
Chuck, Davis
Mike
is there.
John, and Jet.
Hell yeah. It's a good team right there.
All right. We ready? Next round, we are moving on to Samson Fumabout. He's a PGF vet. He's one of the close ones. Who's in for $100?
100.
100. Do I hear 200?
You came in second PGF season 4 regular season.
$200
I'm out for this one, guys.
out. 200. $100. Going once. Going twice. Samson Fumabout goes for $100.
Yeah, boy.
My man.
Yeah.
Wallace.
That's actually really,
What's
really
up?
solid. That's a big steal.
Oh, $100 for Samson? Bro, I just robbed the bank.
That
All
was
right.
nice for you.
Moving on to the handsome man
500.
himself.
So, okay, sorry.
$500
So the
to start off with
stakeholders just called me, right? Well, they texted me.
They
this
want
when
it
you guys
all.
didn't see this. And they said, hey, we need a very handsome fella on our team, right? So we're going to give a $2,100 bid on our man, handsome Kevin, because we
Oh
want the
my
baby.
God.
We want the skincare.
$2,100.
We want the GQ. We want it all. That's why the stakeholders told me, Miggy, let's get handsome Kevin on board because we're going big, baby. To
Going
the
what?
moon.
They
Go
can't.
For those spa
It's
sponsorships.
done. Wallow can't match that.
Miggy.
Trying to get
Get-
some massages
I
Get
Yeah.
some
and
Kev.
facials. I'm with it. This is our crew right here.
Hey, man, I'm still traumatized with, slicing cucumbers, been practicing. I hope this
Trying to
makes
pay
up
that
for it,
back.
Kevin.
Trying
The
to pay it
stakeholders
back.
were not happy with my performance there. I think they're happy now. Thank you. Woo.
All right.
So-
Getting down to the
The last
bottom.
two are mine.
Yeah, it's
They're
done.
mine. I got $1,000.
Yeah, they both go to you.
So let's guess what? 500 each. Let's go,
Okay.
baby.
Boom.
Let's go. I like my team,
500
bro.
each.
That's right. We're gonna split it.
And we all used all of our budget, which was just, I think, smart. I mean, I watched the Insider BJJ mock draft, and a lot of those guys had lots of money left. There's no reason. We don't get to take that extra money home. So
You want me to ask that live?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a lot of cucumbers right there. That's right. Someone knows.
yeah.
So now
So
we're
how-
going to.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, we wrapped up. We got all the teams. and we'll need for us to get the graphic together if possible.
Bro, listen, I have it, but I'm not updating it as we're going along because I'm in this. But I will have it
He's
later
fully
on.
invested.
Can we review and add it now? Is the question from the production crew over here?
Sure. Let me go.
Should we just
Let
talk
me
for a
go.
few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you all go
Let's do
handle
the
that,
minutes.
and I'll
I'll
go
finish
take
this
care
off.
of
You know,
that real
I
quick.
can mention my strategy for today, right? My strategy was to be locked in for the 18th pick today, Mr. Handsome Kevin, because I want to be handsome, dag nabbit. So I even said it. I mentioned to him, I'm like, hey, Kevin, you're going to be on the team. The stakeholders, pulled me into the quarterly review, and they were like, hey, here's where we need to be for the next quarter. We need Handsome Kevin on board. And I was like, guys, I will do everything in my powers to make sure this happens. It happened. They're proud. Again, phenomenal.
Egghead, who do you think the steal of the draft was?
The steal?
Samson.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say much about going for $100. That's great. I don't know. I mean, Davis Asari at 2,500. I'm very happy with that pick. I think he's easily going to make the playoffs. And if you think that we had 5 spots to fill, so that should average about 2,000. So I only paid a $500 premium for somebody who I think is going to make the playoffs. Same thing with Karen Kachuk. I mean, 2,500. That's a good. Mike John at 1,400. I'm very happy with that pick.
What about Elijah Carlton going for the most expensive?
So I liked Waller's strategy, and I was thinking about doing that same strategy coming in. Really going hard in the paint for the top tier guys. I mean, I think we all know that PJ Barch and Andy Varela are tier 1. They set themselves apart. I mean, they're going to make you points. I'm very happy that Steven got his teammate in Barch. That's good for him. And Waller got Varela, and they got about the same attitude, so that's good stuff too. Elijah going for the most. Hey, here's the thing. He has the most experience in this rule set. He knows this game, the strategy-wise, probably better than all of us because he's had to live it. I mean, granted, every season he's come in, he started off with a dang break when he probably could have gotten a kill. But other than those first matches, he comes in strong. And that's the thing. It's like everyone starts trying to talk about, well, is he ADCC or IBJJF? That's not his thing. He is PGF. I mean, he's 51-1-5 in the regular season. Right? He has more Elbow Genie bonus points than the Elbow Genie. He's going to put points on the board. And with the attitude of Andy Varela and Elijah on the same team, hell yeah. That's going to be wild.
Steven, what's some of your advice to the coaches as they're coming in for this draft? Like, what's some of the advice as they're looking at this board? How would you break it down as a coach?
Well, I think a few of us may have had that strategy early on about front loading with the picks. And if I honestly almost went that one more spot to take Andy and invest heavy in those top 2 guys who I think they're going to score the most points pretty much, I feel like, individually. And if you could combine those 2 top point scorers, maybe the top 3 point scorers on a 5-man team, that's going to be crazy. The difference, though, with what we're doing here is these guys may end up on opposite teams or the same team as the draft goes along. So you can't necessarily pick it the way that we were looking, off of the way that we kind of did this, because they're not going to be, if they're on the same team, they won't go against each other. Right. And so I wonder how that would affect some of the matchups and things like that too, who's coming in. I think seeing the way that Samson, that spot went for that value, I think that's something to be said about that front loaded strategy, because if you could pick up a guy like that for $100, he's going to score. I don't know exactly how much. He may not make the playoffs, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him floating around that 9-10 spot perhaps, because Samson may not be the most well-known highest level player that people do, but he's streaky. And when he's on, he's hard to beat, man. I've seen him come out and put the starch on some guys that you wouldn't expect him to be able to. And I've trained with him enough times too that, getting your hands on this guy is hard. So seeing him, be able to go for such a low amount down there, that kind of gives, I wish I would have known that now, because I would have definitely took Andy and probably even Hanato in the top 3, and then left that $100 for a couple of those guys down at the bottom.
So y'all sweeten the pot a little bit and all this. What's at stake for y'all in this mock draft? Like what are y'all competing for, and what do y'all get out of winning this mock draft? Maybe.
All right. So what I'm competing for is I can't let Egg with this one, dude. Like last season, my whole team was basically injury reserves. You know, that hurt. Because literally, had they been able, like, injuries, it could have scored me at least one thing. I would have been way better in the rankings of the PGF Insiders. And you know the saying, right? If you ain't first, you're last. And also, if you're last, you ain't first. So
shake and bake
this season. Shake and bake, baby.
Well, obviously, one of the biggest challenges is mine, right? Because I already gave them my insight. I opened up my draft board and let them all read it. So, to be able to give them to show them all
accurate,
to show them all my cards and then still beat them like I did last year.
You showed nothing.
What? Thousands of words.
Your first. I don't even want to put you on the spot like that.
Come on,
I ain't even gonna call you out.
Call me out.
It's just it's interesting who you took as your first pick, and based on the things that
call
you
him out
leading into this about Mr.
Cheshire Cat
Canuto.
popped in here for a second.
I'm surprised that you went for Canuto thinking that he was going to score 0 points this season. Do you want to back up that statement and the choice you made?
So I never said that he's going to get 0 points this season.
You sent like a bunch of group chat messages that talked about stuff like
You
that.
said he wasn't making the playoffs.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. I can read you the exact
you had him
quotes.
ranked at like number 77 or something.
I have watched 4 hours.
He had him 9
of Canuto film. 4 hours of Canuto film. He had 2 submissions, 2 flying arm bars.
I'm not telling you that he was a bad pick. I'm just surprised that you picked him after all the shit you talked.
At 2,500, he's a steal.
It was all part of the plan.
I'm just letting this play out.
It was all part of the plan.
All right. Did he disappear and drop? Oh, there he is.
We switched this so he could pull up his graphics.
There we go. All
There
right.
we go.
Here's the best team.
Dog, I got the best team. What the hell are you talking about? I got 2 guys in the top 5. I got Samson for $100. That was a freaking steal. Come on. And we got a guy that showed out at freaking, the qualifier in Vegas, Jamie Cornell. Come on, bro. Come on. We're going to fuck shit up.
No, it's Steven in my team.
Okay.
Okay, whatever, bro. How many guys from the top 5 do you have?
Don't worry about that.
By the end of the season, how many guys are going to be in the top 5?
That's more importantly, yeah.
So,
Egg, you don't think Andy or Elijah are going to be in the top 5 at the end of the season?
Oh no, I definitely do.
Why would you? Then who's the weak link on Wallow's team? Then why would he not have the best team if he's got 2 of the top 5 scorers?
That's right. Tell me who's my weak link, bro.
Dad and Cornell. I mean, you got the last 2 guys.
What? How dare you, bro? How?
You asked me a question, me give you an answer. I mean, granted, I like Haddad's style. I like his throw bys. It gets him on people's backs early on in a match. But a lot of those matches I saw, he didn't finish the rear naked choke. So, he's got a lot of great potential. I think he's gonna be fun to watch. I like his style. Cornell is a wild man. I mean, he got Samson in that qualifier. But here's the thing: like Samson and him are on the same team now, so you don't got to worry about that. So,
I mean,
hey,
not for real though.
I wasn't.
Well, yeah, but yeah, good point, Steve. What do you think, Miggy?
I think
You have a handsome team.
I do, bro. Hey, that was, bro. Look, I was thinking all
Top to
the
bottom.
stakeholders.
Top
They're
to
like this. So,
bottom.
like, look, what we got to focus on first is looks, and then hope that they're really good. And guess what? These guys are really good as well.
I
So
think,
it's a win
yeah.
for the company, bro.
So a win
it's
is a
big
win. Yep.
We gotta again. The El Jabron himself is saying he sees Kevin Beering winning this. I was like, let me make sure this guy's on my team, right? The guy's a cold face killer. We saw him at the last PGF finale, right, with the quintet, where had they let him, he would have gone through both teams himself. But they said, hey, you guys got to cycle the roster. That should be enough to tell you what's coming to the PGF this season, right? We've seen him before too. He's competed, so I want this guy, right? We want future. We also got handsome Kevo, right? Kevzinho, as they call him in Brazil. He goes out there a bit. We got him. AJ Quadzilla. I'm excited to see Quadzilla, bro. This guy is he's the real life version of the Hulk, except he's not angry. He's just Quadzilla, right? Jeez.
He's an actual rocket scientist.
I want my guys angry. and with some attitude. And I think,
Bro, my guy got brains, bro. He's the real life Hulk, dude. And then I got Max Hansen.
So
my
whose
man
team would win a
Hansen.
street fight?
Quadzilla,
Andy
bro. And then
Gorilla,
you got
bro.
5 on
What's up?
5.
Handsome Kevin.
5 on 5. All I need is
Bro.
my top 2.
Elijah can't fight.
That's it. Bro, have you seen Elijah swing a skateboard?
What?
No,
I
that's
haven't.
right.
I haven't.
It's a
That's-
street fight, bro.
He's got
It's a
leverage.
Street fight, bro. Have you not
Let's
seen right
go.
the Hulk when he does like the Earth smash shit and this causes an earthquake? That's what Quadzilla does. He'll just stand up. He's like, "Stop fighting, guys!" Boom, bro. Stop that shit. That's why I picked him, man.
All right.
Bro, Elijah would run somebody over. Come on.
Bro,
Was it
Quadzilla's
car?
Yeah,
That's right.
Thank
That's
you, Isaac.
right.
Like,
That's right. With a
This
car.
escalated quickly. All right.
It's a pretty crazy teams, though. Honestly, like if
Hey.
anybody ends up with any of these teams, if this was the season right here that we ended up with the coaches and stuff, I think this would be very interesting to see how like that would go to get the 100K and the 20,000 per for each other. Strategy wise, like who's got the breakers and who's got the chokers, right? And then who's got the guys that are going to be the plug that knocks down point scorers on other teams, right? That's maybe not getting a bunch of points themselves, but is preventing the other guys from scoring every time they come out there on the mat as well. If that's a thing, this season it might matter a lot more than ever to have one of those like stopgap guys, and not intentionally, but just there's a guy that may zero people a lot more just because they're tough, and I think that's going to be one of the things that may dictate the team at the end of the season that wins.
Yep. Anybody got any last thoughts? You're muted, Wallow. Wallow, you're muted.
He's dropping knowledge. That's why.
We
Top
have a
secrets.
comment here from the commish saying Sadler is a steal.
I
Sadler
thought that
is
was
a
a
steal.
I thought that was a really cheap win. Also, I was happy with that because if we're looking at that kind of stuff, I think I got 3 of the top 10. Right? Did anybody else do that?
I got 2 of
Maybe.
the top 5.
Okay, yeah, I think Ed got 3 of the top 10 as well.
yeah, I do. 'Cause-
Okay. So yeah, so there's just some interesting stuff like that. I think Miggy's got the best marketing team probably to
yeah,
make
kind of
the
the
most,
promos.
the most bucks for
much.
that. We're looking long. This is a long game right there. We're not looking at
Stonks, baby.
this season alone.
Stonks.
Yeah, I like that long term strategy you got there, man. But I think my guys are going to choke people a lot. I think the 5 guys I got are going to get a lot of chokes. I think Ben Eddie was disrespected in a lot of the rankings and things that I've seen. I think we see him in certain situations and some guys get him, but it's different. You know what I mean? And if you've been in there and if you put him in certain situations where guys are going to have to come after him and not hang back and run from his stuff, you're going to see some interesting exchanges that I think will lead in probably some chokes.
Well, you can't run. You got
That's what I'm
6
saying.
minutes.
Yep.
You got 6 minutes. If you run, you're pretty much done. If you run, I mean, we have a rule now. So stalling rule. So
I mean,
you have to
I think he's more
engage.
valuable than people
Yeah.
thought because you
Yeah,
can't
off-
run from him.
That's right. And I believe that was the thing that Egg was mentioning, was that if you try to stay away, then you might be able to score on him. But when he pulls you in, it's like, man, you're going to have a hard time.
You can't stay away from him and score in this format.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, he took out Combs with the freaking Hindu routine. And he's a super seasoned black belt. So, I mean, he can do it to the best of people. But also at the same time, if you're on PGF World 6 and you're not worried about that Hindu routine and you're not trying to anticipate how to avoid it.
Have you ever rolled with like a world-class guard player like that though, and really anticipate it and knowing it still doesn't make a difference if they're like at that elite level like that? You can't stop it if you're in there sometimes. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you're running from it, that's the way to avoid it. Avoid. But once you're in there with some of these elite level people, it's so much different than it looks on TV. It's so much different than you think it would be, because what it should happen is right, but that's not how the competitions go. Competition isn't what we think it is, or a knowledge contest, as Mr. Jake Elkins says. It's not who knows the most on competition day. It's who runs the game, And so you can be aware of it but can you avoid it and still get the win? I don't think that that's going to be as open for some of these people that in an EBI format or in ADCC point styled format or a who's number one 75 minutes match format or whatever.
No, I got you. I mean, the Hindula team could be the next Elijah Carlton triangle. Everyone knew about that, 2 hands on the back of the tricep setup that Elijah has with that triangle. Going back to Jake Elkins, we saw it on his face when he realized he got me before it even closed. He knew where it was happening. So we'll see. We'll see.
We got a comment here from handsome Kevin himself.
Look at that innocent little picture of Kevin right there. It's like, were you on a church trip?
Bro, that's his
Bro,
Tinder profile picture, dog. That's that Tinder pic. He's like,
Youth group.
Bro, that's when he was 17. That was like 20 years ago.
All right. So,
Sorry.
April
Well, let's do this. What does Keelan think? He's right there. Put him on.
Who's Keelan?
What do you mean? The man, the myth, the legend.
Uh-oh.
He's been listening the whole time.
That's right.
Keeping my eyes on you boys.
So what do you think about who's got the best team?
I mean,
Pick
Right
your
on the
favorite
spot.
kid. Pick your favorite kid right now. Let's go.
Yeah, pick your favorite kid.
feel pretty good about Steven's team. PJ Bart, Daniel Sadler, Ben Eddy, and John Combs are all going to score a lot. Cam Hurd's that toss up of he could score some, and he's definitely going to keep the other teams from scoring some.
Yeah.
So the dream team's looking pretty good. Egghead, I don't think he's looking as strong as last season, but I think Egghead's got a strong team. Wallow, Andy and Elijah, if they do what they could do, you've got a good team too. And then Samson's going to surprise some people. No
$400.
No telling about Jamie and Nathan. They're just total toss-ups in this format. And then Miggy, we all kind of spoke on that. He's just got the stars, right? He's going to get a lot of publicity on that squad. But I think Kevin Buring's a big surprise. Max Hansen, we all know, is going to rank super high. Kevin Sherrill's a toss-up. We don't know this season. Most people don't even know that he's in yet. David Evers, the freaking season 3 champ, again, just a toss-up. Who knows? He could really shock some people. And then AJ Agazarm, he's a seasoned vet. I'm excited to see him in the PGF stage and what that looks like with this roster. So I don't know. Honestly, with how it played out with this mock draft, with how it's been playing out with some of these other mocks that we've seen, like on the Inside BJJ podcast, how it's actually going to play out with these coaches and who they select, it's just crazy because of this roster of 20 athletes. No matter how it plays out, it's going to be kind of crazy. Each team's going to have some really good guys, and then each team's going to have some guys where you just hope for the best. I think the biggest thing that I'm curious and excited to watch is a team like Wallows, for example, where Andy and Elijah could take that team to victory. And then everybody on that team gets 20K. Jamie Carnall could literally come in here ranked number 20 and go literally winless all season and win 20K. That's a possibility in this format. So I don't know. It's just going to be kind of crazy. And I know that, for example, if Wallow's team gets second place and the Dreams team gets first place, then that means someone like Cam Hurd, who maybe only gets, a sub or two this season, doesn't do as well as Andy Varilla or Elijah Carlton, but Cam Hurd gets that 20K for winning with the team. And then Andy Varilla, who maybe is the leading scorer for the season, doesn't get that 20K from his team. There's going to be some potential drama that unfolds. And I know some people are not going to be happy. Some people are going to be over the moon with happiness because of what's going on. It's going to be just everything you love about sports, right? We keep saying that. I think that when the masses, the bigger community gets to see this play out, I think we're just going to grow that PGF community,
Man, just had a couple things that popped into my head during some of that. One, I think the thing that's going to maybe make or break some of these teams is similar to what Mick said about last season, is if anybody happens to get injured at any point during the season, perhaps early or not, and your team, if you have 2 of those things happen to your team, If the alternates are going to be able to come in and carry the weight for you or not is going to matter, or that may just be enough to put you straight down. You know, if one of those top players on your picks go down, you're pretty much like sunk almost in that way. And then too, man, that was really interesting what you mentioned about how maybe the top scorer could be on a losing team. And I wonder what that's going to look like and feel like on the sidelines, trying to motivate those guys, or will you be trying to motivate those guys, or do you turn on them, or do you go internally very deep, or what does that look like for whoever that person is, and for that coach, whoever that coach may be?
Dude, that's one of the biggest things.
I didn't even think about that.
Is like this season, or every season that we've done this, but this season particularly, if the coach doesn't take this draft seriously, their team will not win the money. It's that simple. Like, you have to really put some thought into how you're going to build this team with your salary cap and the roster that's available. If you want your team to have a good shot at winning that money, like, the coach has to actually do some due diligence there and like put some thought into this team, because everything, the whole season gets set on April 21st when that draft happens, when those teams get selected. The whole season is set. We'll know what matchups are going to happen. For example, if this was the draft, if this was the real draft, we would know for a fact that we will not see Andy Varilla versus Elijah Carlton this season because they're on the same team. But if that doesn't happen, then, you know, like, these matchups, the teams matter so much. And so I'm really excited to see which one of the coaches take it serious. Like, obviously this season, the roster of athletes is more well known. So each of the coaches should have a better idea of who to select and stuff. But once you start getting into that bottom 10, you're getting into a lot of unknowns there for these coaches. And that's where a lot of the money's going to be made, and like the points for the season and like the lack of points for the season. So yeah, I hope that these coaches watch this draft. I hope that they're keeping an eye out on the rankings. I hope that they're talking to athletes or asking questions. I hope the coaches take this serious, because, again, if they don't, that team's probably not going to have a good shot of winning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with just one last thought about what Steven said. You know, it's been pretty amazing seeing the camaraderie amongst the members of the PGF, all the competitors. You know, starting season 3, saw the big teams coming together. Season 4, obviously, was a quintet. It was a lot of camaraderie. Even season 5 was phenomenal. Everyone staying at the Airbnbs together. But now real money's on the line for the team. And so, I mean, we could easily see people all just be, you know, happy go lucky, really bonding that first day. But about 2 days in, like you said, if there's somebody carrying a team and there's other people that don't have any wins, you know,
Day 3, it's always day 3, because
Yeah.
by the end of day 2, everybody's seen some points happen. You've already blew it once or twice, maybe somebody's ahead of you that you don't think should be, or whatever it is. The soreness is set in by then too. So day 3 is moving day for the PGF. Usually we start to see everybody get really anxious that morning if they haven't already kind of picked up the pace. It could already be too late for some guys at that point, so you'll really see that come on, I believe, on day 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's when the bubble starts to be a thing. Like, you can already tell basically who's got a good chance to make it towards the playoffs by day 3 for sure. I think day 1 is when we see all of our injuries. So 2 people on this roster, this list of athletes that we see, 2 of them will be out on day 1. That's my prediction. There's just injuries that happen on day 1.
Like
people don't want to tap, and you realize by day 2 or 3 that, oh shit, that one match, like, this is a season. This
wasn't worth it. Yep.
You know, so, you know, there's going to be a lot of drama and stuff that unfolds.
There's a lot of things that happen in these situations where, you know, you got more coming up, where you may tap a little early to something that you wouldn't tap to in other situations because you got a whole season left to go. And so the people who don't compete and don't train but may have big heads and think a lot don't understand how matches actually play out in real time, maybe.
And we've also we've got 6 people here that have watched the PGF World from season 1. We've seen it play out. We've seen athletes drop out. We've seen the top seeds coming in, not even here by the end of the season because of circumstances. We've seen the bottom guy rise to the top. We've seen upsets. We've seen everything, injuries and comebacks, and Nobody else has seen this. Nobody else out there has really seen the PGF play out over the course of a season. So we've got this perspective where some things that we're just taking for granted, like that they should know, they don't know. Some of these athletes are not going to be aware of those certain aspects of the Professional Grappling Federation and how it plays out over the season. That's what I'm happy to see. I feel like we're finally going to get to show the PGF world to the rest of the world, right? Like the grappling community has kind of heard about it maybe, and now they have heard about it because of what we're doing, and they've heard about it because it's Brandon's thing. And yeah, I support Brandon, but a lot of them haven't really watched. And when they get a chance to watch it play out and see how it goes over the course of a season, they're not going to be able to watch a super fight show or an 8-man tournament the same ever again.
Mm-hmm. We were supposed to get another guest in with us after the draft, but I guess he's got cold feet. I sent him the link, but
He's talking in the chat.
oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
All
trying
right.
to brush up to the production crew over there and trying to make them seem smart. You know, Keelan, it is true though what Keelan was saying about the coaches and things. You can't come in here and not be prepared. And if you are, you're going to do a disservice to your athletes, and you may cost people, life-changing amounts of money by not doing the job well. It's different than it's ever been before. I think we all feel it too. We're all doing as much work as we possibly can to be prepared for this new level of thing that we're going into. And the athletes are going to have to step in there and also be ready to embrace this new level of competition and teamwork, and the coaches are going to have to do that as well. Anything matters now, right? That day one injury is going to matter. The guy who gets the zeros is going to matter if he's helping you shut down other top tier teams. Like if a guy can blank PJ and Andy every time he sees one of them or whatever, that's going to hurt their numbers and help your team's numbers in those ways, right? It's really interesting. Really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Hey,
girl.
Look at that handsome fella.
What's going on,
It
guys?
is the newest
Ow.
member of the PGF World 6 roster. He was an alternate, and now he is in the main roster, and he got picked by Miguelinho. We just lost him, I guess, for a second.
No,
I don't know.
right here.
He's okay.
Your camera's off.
Yeah, he's probably covering it or something.
Yeah, he's working his hair real quick,
Man, every time we have you on, your Wi-Fi sucks.
It's just he's so handsome. The NSA has to block it so the world can't see him, bro.
You gotta pay for that fiber, my man.
Either way.
So
we get.
you
Are
got
we back on?
No, you're out.
Bro, it's so bad.
It's a good Wi-Fi.
There he is.
Bro.
There you go.
There he is.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm in a hotel in Vegas. One of my fighters does split camps with Extreme Couture, so I had to get outside and relocate so that I don't wake him.
He'll be all right, man. It's morning time.
he's
It's
a
time
big-
to get
he's a big-
up. Shouldn't he be training? Early bird gets the worm.
We're headed over to train with Andy Barella in about 2 hours
Oh,
over
okay.
at 10 Planet Las Vegas. So I'll let you guys know about your predictions if Andy chokes me.
Tell him I said what's up and welcome to the team.
I'll pass it on.
So, just a day ago, you were an alternate, and like that, you were on the main roster. Thoughts?
Yeah, man. Sitting from the alternate side of things, Keelan was spitting some absolute bars. On that whole having a game plan for your draft strategy, because I think this is the first season where the alternates are going to be anything more than kind of a participation trophy to keep the action going. I think this year you're going to see, if you looked at the top 20, there's a lot of breakers there, and there's a lot of people who don't like to tap. And I think you're going to see more injuries this year than we're used to. And I think you're going to see a more competitive season than you're used to. It's going to be harder to come by points. So all of a sudden, if you put an alternate in that can't at least minimize points under a rule set where you're forced to engage, you're going to see people fall out real quick. You're going to see one guy take an injury, and then all of a sudden, every other team's going to pull away.
I have a question, then I guess along those lines. Then I guess this hasn't been discussed or thought of or whatever. Are these alternates going to be drafted per team, or will there be a pool of alternates that'll be rotated in as
Bro, I
someone
have
gets
no
injured?
idea. I'm an
So,
alternate. They don't tell me.
Will the
things.
coach get to choose from the pool?
so after the draft happens and the coaches draft all 20 athletes, and every team has 5 athletes, we're going to do the rest of the draft, which is for the 8 alternates, where the coaches will select their 2 alternates. So each team will have 2 alternates. Now,
Fair.
the coach is going to decide which one goes in, I suppose. And here's a big thing that I want people to hear and know is that if I'm an alternate and I'm on Steven's team and Kevin Sherrill's on Steven's team and Kevin Sherrill gets hurt in his first match of the season and I come in, then I would play 11 matches, right? And if Kevin gets hurt in the last match of the season, then I would only play 1 match of the season. Does this make sense? The alternate is getting paid. Like if your team, Steven, ends up winning and I was an alternate that came in, the alternate's getting paid based on how many matches he does. So there's $20,000 to the athlete that on the winning team, right? Well, if Kevin Sherrill only does half of his matches and I do the other half, then we split 10,000. If he only does 1 match and I do the rest of the matches, then I get the majority of that money. Does that make sense? And if he does the most of the matches, he does 10 matches and I only do 2, then, I get the smaller cut. So like each
20%, yeah.
Each match of the season gets X. I think
It's worth a percentage.
$2,000.
Yep.
1667.
Is there any going? There you go. Is there any going in and going back out? Are spa days still legal?
I believe so.
I need to know how well rested my team can be going into day 3.
Yeah, that's legal.
That's a great question.
Handsome Kevin's really out there, like looking at which one of the spas is the best one. He's already planning his
I'm
stops.
scouting the landscape.
Vegas,
He's actually at a spa right now. He's pretending he's with his homie out there. That was the real
a
reason.
steam room in the hotel.
See?
Actually, I'm not kidding. I don't travel without it. I have to have one.
So Keelan, how's that gonna work?
well, are you talking about the spa day specifically or just overall?
Right, like spa day. Like I hurt my ankle today. I'm gonna let it rest for another day.
If
I'll
it was
come back.
me as a coach, I would be taking all that into account. For example, if my guy has the toughest matchups of his whole season on day 1, and he might take a pop or something, and then later on, like on day 2, he's got the easiest night of his life, maybe we give him a rest and let the alternate knock these guys out. Maybe you keep him in for those days and let him sit the tough day. Like, all that's an option. It's like, that's kind of comes down to strategy. If you watch like sports, they'll sit certain players in the 4th quarter, or they'll, play a different style of game against different teams.
If you sit a guy on his dunk day, you are gonna piss them off so bad.
You can also sit that for an individual match. It doesn't.
Like, I'm just saying, if you're gonna sit me on my hard day. Let somebody else get chewed up and let me get all those dunks.
Especially with how hard it's going to be to score points this season. If
I need those
sit
sixes.
guys out.
But the point is that Keelan's saying is like, hey, these coaches have the power. They have people on the bench, and they can sub them in whenever they want. It's their call. I mean,
what you need to do, I don't know how the alternate. I don't know how many of those 8 we can get to, but I'm gonna go hit some open mats, and I'm gonna find those idiots at open mats that are taking breaks. I'm gonna sign some of them up to my team and just send them in to get broken. It's all good, man. Just don't tap. You're good.
Wallow, can you
leave it up to Kevin to have already a strategy?
Wallow, can you hook up Brandon with the link so he can hop in here?
I
soon?
did, yeah. I sent it to him. He saw it.
Yeah, the strategy and how this plays out and what happens, there's so much that could happen. That's, again, people don't realize it. We're all veterans of the Professional Grappling Federation here, so we understand the nuance to the game. But a lot of people are just thinking about this like jiu-jitsu matches, and there's more nuance than that. So how it plays out that's the interesting part.
Hey, look who it
commish.
is. What is up?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
We're just clarifying stuff here with a guy that used to be an alternate and now he's on the main roster, and we had questions.
I know, huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Appreciate it.
So, Brandon, what do you think? Who's got the best team?
So I was listening, but I couldn't, I'm driving. I'm on my way back. I was teaching a seminar in Indiana, and so I'm driving back. And right now I'm sitting here charging my car. So I didn't get to look at the teams. I just heard what was happening. So give me a team review real quick. Just one at a time. Y'all lay out your teams.
Let's just
Hold
put
on,
it
I'll
up.
show you. I'll show. Let's see. Share. Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh, let me take off my sunglasses.
Oh, can you zoom it in, Rollo? It's showing the whole thing.
I can't. Yeah.
I can zoom it, dude. Okay, so Egg's got. Egg, you went for Canuto, huh?
You had him at nine.
At $2,500, he's a good deal. $2,500.
I mean, yeah, it's a steal. It just surprises me that you went for him.
Hey, a bargain's a bargain, man.
Heard. Me personally, I think I don't know. I don't understand the Canuto doubt. I feel like he might be one of my front runners to win the 20 at the end of the season. If he gets into the bracket, he's going to be a real problem. I think Sadler was the best pick of the draft, but because he's quiet and he's not like super boisterous and outspoken, I think people are sleeping on him. But I think he's going to make the playoff. I feel. Man, I really like Dream. I really like his team. And I like Wallow's team. I like Wallow's team too. That heavy top.
He's putting all. I love you.
Yeah, dude. I think people are actually sleeping on Jamie Carnall too.
I know. I heard Team Freeman say that. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend my money on top and I'm gonna get him cheap on the bottom.
I mean,
I went back and watched the qualifier again, and I was like, man, Jamie's really good.
He got 6 on Samson.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I got Samson for $100.
Nathan Haddad is like a total mystery for me. It's hard for me to know where he's going to land. How much, Miggy? How much did you spend on Max Hansen?
On Max, I spent. Let's see.
3,500.
There you go. Yep, 35.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Max is definitely going to make the playoff. I think Dream. Man, I hate to do this to you, Egg.
That's fine.
Dream, then Wallow, then Egg, then Miggy. That's my draft. That's my team rankings based on what you guys did.
That makes me happy.
I think Biggie has a team that I think Dream and Wallow have the two most reliable point scoring teams, to be honest. I think Miggy has the best looking team, and he has a team that can potentially go off. Like, you've got a lot of guys that are at the elite level, relatively speaking, again, to the caliber of athletes on this season, pretty unproven. Relatively speaking, again, to the caliber of athletes on this season, pretty unproven.
Oh, who's that?
So, yeah, somebody's got an echo. So, there's guys like David Evers, who doesn't compete a lot at the highest level. I don't know the highest level guy that Kevin Beering submitted, but he obviously competes at an
There you go.
He competes at an extremely high level, but I don't know the highest level guy he's submitted. Like, I'm sure he's tearing it up in training sessions, but I just don't know his competition record. But but you've got a series of guys. Max Hansen is obviously proven as proven gets, but like you've got a line of guys who, myself included, who it's like you are going to get to find out. Like you look at the talent level, you look at us, the way we compete. We're going to get to find out how we compete against that elite level because this season's really elite. So
Are you going to be hard headed
he's got a line of finishers. Just the
this
question
season,
is,
Kevin? Are you going to be the guy who doesn't make
how
it
do
out
we
of day
step
one?
up? I like Miggy's team. I think he did a good job.
All right,
No
this is a
bias.
legit question.
Oh no,
Is there going to be
lost audio.
extra points for handsome points?
Oh, he lost audio. He said.
No handsome points.
Oh no.
See, y'all lost.
Audio. One second.
You all lost already.
Damn.
I think y'all sleeping on my team, but that's fine. We'll just see how it plays out. It's okay.
Man, you picked a guy that you had ranked 9. You didn't even want to pick him. You only picked him because he was in the top 3, and we were going to snatch him too if we had the money.
I got Kanito, Kachuk, and Asari all for 2,500.
Oh,
They're all dangerous. And then Mike John won the damn qualifier. Jet Thompson's gonna surprise a lot of people. I got Jet Thompson for my 5th pick.
Yeah, that's
I got
pretty
some.
crazy. That's pretty crazy. You've got a really well balanced team.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing with Egg. Man, I sort of wish were the team. Is it? Dang, was that Kevin trying to sneak in from the airport?
I don't know. I think there was some gun violence going outside.
Yeah, he's a fake.
It's yeah. We're sitting at this resort and it occasionally gets loud.
Yeah,
Of course you're at a resort.
Yeah.
the Ramada.
You guys see the pool?
I'm
I'm doing nothing but reinforcing my brand on this call.
So
There you go.
the question earlier was that if an alternate able to, well, somebody from the main roster gets a spa day, are they able to come back in? And that's when you said, send me the link. Let me get at it. So why don't you go ahead, clarify that for us?
Spa days are legal. They've always been legal.
Let's go.
There you have it. There you have it.
I'm gonna have a great season.
So, just to clarify a couple of things that may not be.
Spa days, I don't know.
These matches, all the matches are going to be like we've always done, where the matches are set up at the beginning of the season. Team A, B, C, D is going to go up against like number 1 against number whatever. That'll already be set. So these coaches won't be able to plug and play teams day to day like an actual team would be. Their matches are set, but they could rotate an athlete out of their spot and put in an alternate per day. Is that what we're saying?
I mean, no, only in the case of injury. So you can't just be like, oh, Kevin's got a tough match. I don't like this matchup.
Okay, that's what I was trying to ask.
No. Only in the case of injury. Like, if you can lie about an injury, but then you're a liar. You know what I mean?
$20,000. People lie for less.
Team lie.
Yeah, I hear you, but only in the case of injury or illness. Or, I'm saying
Something legitimately, not just that you're worried about this matchup.
yes, not that.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
And
Cool.
there's going to be 2 alternates on each team as well. So
What are the day-by-day bonuses?
we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We're working on that. But there is a pretty, I mean, not just pretty cool, a really cool bonus that's probably going to go to the best sub of the season.
So we heard that after the draft, after assembling the 5 members on each team, essentially they will then draft the replacement / alternate players. Is that going to be like a snake draft, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, we'll just basically do an alternate like supplemental draft when everything's done, and we'll run it the same way.
All right.
Hold on,
So,
Keith's line
well,
is muted.
Are you saying that you're giving them a salary cap, an alternate salary cap, so that they run an auction salary thing for the alternates? Or would it be a snake draft is what he's asking?
I think we'll just do it. I think we'll do it the same exact way just to eliminate confusion.
Right on.
Instead of having to explain to everybody how a snake draft works, and then okay, well the alternates are different. No, we're just gonna have a separate pool to draft the alternates, and we'll do it the same way with a. I don't know what the budget will be yet, but 2,000 or something like that.
Idea, if it's not nailed down to do that auction draft, what if you did like a random where they just got like randomized, bam, and then they got 2 athletes on each team randomly of their alternates?
Oh, like a lottery, basically.
Yeah, like no picking.
Pick
Like
out of a bag.
You just get whoever you get, kind of however you want to do the random.
I'm not opposed to that.
The only reason I wouldn't do that is because I want the coaches to play as big of a role as possible. So
Fair.
It's the coach who chose those 2 alternates. You know, there is no randomness. Like
Fair.
they won or lost or had some good alternates or didn't, all because of the coach.
Well, how are you going to pick the draft order? The auction draft makes that not. Okay, cool. You're right, Brendan. I'll shut up. It takes me a minute sometimes to just talk it through in my head, okay?
Hey, I feel it. It's okay. Listen, that's why we have this show. Because if you've got questions, everybody else has got questions too. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we have this show. The people that are super interested in hearing how things like that play out, they'll chime in and watch, you know.
All right. We got a question here. It says, "What's up, Isaac?" So what's up?
Who is that?
I think
I don't know.
he's one of the guys in Arizona, actually.
Any final thoughts before we go?
You should have a rough equivalent of like a gangster belt or something. You should have something for if you really want to capitalize on the gauntlet system, capitalize and give somebody some sort of award for being a soldier through the season. Like I think last season that goes to like maybe Paul or something like that. Somebody who just absolutely gritted it out and had savage matches throughout the season. Highest, best performance, always in a dogfight, that kind of thing.
Like a BMF belt, sort of.
Yeah. Reward people for having like high-paced, gritty matches, lots of action.
Well,
Whoever
I
had the best-
got to tell you, we've probably laid out all the rewards we're going to lay out this season. You know what I'm saying?
A lot, yeah.
We got a lot of rewards out there right now. It's crazy, right? Like
Maybe the insiders get this belt made.
I will say this. I'm gonna get a trophy of some sort to the winner of the Insiders draft, mock draft. So I think I'm gonna get a trophy smack trophy, and then y'all can just rotate it every year to the winner.
You know, retroactively put the winners in the previous.
Just rotate it on different parts of my shelf, just kind of move it to different places.
Oh, it'd be too big for a shelf, dude. You have to sit this thing on the floor.
Oh, okay. I can find space for it.
We're not gonna get
a life-size gold statue of Brandon.
It's gonna sit right there, right there.
It's a good idea.
You guys doing a lot of talking for never having one on one of these.
Hey, did you win the
Reigning
first
champion.
one? No.
Yeah.
Did you win the second one? No. So
Hey, slow
you
your-
can't be beat, and you don't have the best team, bro. You have a guy in your top 3 that you had at 9.
I want
Okay,
to.
so you
Scoreboard,
barely
Wallow.
scraped the bottom of the barrel.
Who
So
won last year? This guy won last year.
I want to go ahead and let everyone know that's watching. We're not the only ones that can have fun drafting our teams. You guys at home can draft your own team. The fantasy league this season is going to be super fun. We'll have more people in it than ever before. Every night, if your team does well, then there's like a winner of the night. You'll get a reward. It is monetary. I'm not sure how much yet. Call it a couple $100 for the nightly winner. And each night, that's a possibility. You can draft a new team each night based on the matchups. And if you win the whole season, like the fantasy league season, then there's even more money. So it's free to play. You guys definitely are going to want to play the fantasy league. and draft your own team with your salary cap.
Yeah,
And you'll
get in
get a-
there. Get in there before we go to DraftKings.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be our last season that we're not on DraftKings.
Where can they join the fantasy league right now? Is it at pgf.world?
Yeah, if you go to pgf.world, there's a link at the bottom of the page. There's a list of links at the bottom. Play the fantasy. It's right there.
And people, if you don't know everyone on the roster, you will have an article giving you analysis of the matchups and the people every day. So
Based on his picks, which will be wrong. So
that's fine.
I'm just
I mean,
kidding. Listen, bro. You put so much work into it, and I appreciate you. Listen, you spend a lot of time researching these guys. You spend a lot of time writing, getting pictures, getting all kinds of stuff. And I just want to let you know I appreciate it.
I don't. I hate everything you write.
Hey,
And pretty
Either
much
way, you'll
everything you
have-
say.
either way, you'll have some analysis out there. If you want to disagree with it, fine. But you'll have some help making your picks. So get on in there. It's
Picking
a
the
ton of
opposite
fun.
of what he says, like he does.
That's fine.
Yeah, seriously though, if you're a fan out there and you do want a little different perspective on your picks before you make your fantasy team, eggheadwarrior.com. It's where Egghead with his 20-pound brain gives his as objective as he can analysis at the roster of athletes that we provide him.
I want to put this brain on a scale somewhere. I think he's lying.
I feel like it gained some weight.
You know. April 21st. What is it, 2 weeks away?
Less.
Yeah.
The live draft on YouTube, UFC Fight Passes YouTube, caffeine, Twitch.
Gonna have lots of caffeine, and I'm gonna be twitching.
Let's see who
I'm so geeked up already. I can't
who are
imagine what it's gonna be like on site.
the legendary coaches selecting their roster of athletes, their teams. Where do these guys end up? How does it play out? April 21st.
Kamesh, final thoughts.
Final thought is I would like to set this up in the future where we can have the actual draft a couple of weeks ahead of time, like for the teams. But it's not in the cards right now, just because of the way we have to compress everything down so tight. But I do want to set it up to where the draft happens like a few weeks ahead of time. It gives us a little more time to play like sports analyst for a couple of weeks before the season starts.
And it would let the coaches maybe do team stuff,
Yeah, maybe.
like strategery.
Yeah, it would let us build these graphics, these team graphics, and the schedule for the week and all kinds of stuff for the production too. So that's definitely coming. We just got to kind of figure out the details there.
Right
Yeah, I gotta squeeze it all into a budget right now, dude. You know.
I got to run it through HR and shit.
You know how it goes.
Talk to Mickey's people. They seem to be doing well.
The stakeholders, dog. You got to involve the stakeholders. Man. Get your
Well,
lock-
even now,
Yeah,
on April
keep
21st, we're going to have the draft. And as soon as the draft is over, because we know there's going to plug and play, and we're going to be able to see the schedule almost immediately. And so all the coaches will have about 24 hours, and we can start analyzing matchups. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And this season, you're going to be able to use Smooth Comp to follow around and like keep track of points and like standings. Like Smooth Comp has changed their system for us. They've created like some new rules and stuff in their system so that it can accommodate for the PGF rule set. So Smooth Comp's going to be a big part of this one.
Right
Yeah,
on.
we've been working hand in hand with them to build like custom PGF stuff. So pretty excited. They've been a huge help, man. Smooth Comp's been great.
Speaking of custom PGF stuff, Epic Roll soon. Check out their website, PGF Rash Guards, custom gear. Epic Roll.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Shout out to Epic Roll. Kevin, before we go, final thoughts. I know you're heading to an open mat to go do your thing. Final thoughts.
Yeah. Man, I think it's going to be a crazy season. I think it's really cool to be a part of. Like I'm really happy I got brought up to the big show, so I can be a part of what is going to be a huge piece of jiu-jitsu history. Like I think it's really going to change the way people look at jiu-jitsu as a sport. I was happy to be a part of it as an alternate, but I am ecstatic to be a part of the big show. It's going to be fantastic.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we appreciate all the comments. Sorry we couldn't get to all of them, but we'll catch you on the next one.